Hello guys, I'm back in the States like you can see after some weeks in Spain. I'm back in California. After almost a year without electricity in my van, it was time to do some upgrades and I installed some solar panels, a nice electrical system and a fridge with a freezer guys. So I'm pretty excited. So I'm going to show you today how I did it. I will be removing the old propane fridge. You guys saw me using a cooler with ice and it was getting old. Doing all of this took me around 3 days, so let me show you. I start by removing this fridge. There were a couple propane lines that I had to unhook from my propane tank. It was a little tricky, but I got it done. I also had to cut some wiring from the old electrical system that didn't really work. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, we have the fridge right here. Basically just disconnected the line from the bottom, cut it here, boom. I didn't even have to, this was a pain, so I just freaking cut it. Now we have a spot right there to put a new fridge. It's not going back after this. This cable was connected to the fridge, so after removing the fridge, I got myself to clean this area because everything was super filthy. Kyle! Okay, the master getting shit done. Ow! If it wasn't for Kyle, I'd be in a big pickle. Shout out to Kyle for helping me out big time with this installation of the electrical system because I definitely felt very intimidated by doing it myself. So thank you so much, Kyle. Then after removing this wall, I realized there were some kind of crazy pills behind it, and that was pretty nasty. I'm gonna be installing two different kind of solar panels. Right here on the left, I have a really thin and flexible panel. I'm pretty stoked about this solar panel because I can walk on it. It's super light, fits perfectly on my roof. Because I have a vent on the middle of the roof, so I need to work around that vent. That's why I have two different kind of solar panels because it was the only layout I could have on the roof. Look at how light is this solar panel. Fascinating how technology is just improving. Back in the day when I built my first van, these didn't exist. So thank you Bougie RV for providing with the solar panels because I'm saving up some money, so thank you so much. And this is one of the best solar panels in my opinion for van life because by just the weight, it's just you're winning because you want to have something very light. And then this one is a 200-watt solar panel. It's a little less flexible and a little heavier, but you know, I'm going to be charging 200 watts from this one. So that gives me a total of 300 watts. This one has an adhesive on the back. So it's like a double-sided heavy-duty tape. And I'm also going to use some construction adhesive because I want to put it around the edges. So it's extra safe when I'm driving and it doesn't fly away, you know what I mean? But like you can see, I'm only using very minimal tools. I'm going to use this heavy duty construction adhesive. And I just need basically a razor to cut the tip of this so I can apply it. And then maybe some tape. Very light. This is one of the things I really needed to make sure that because I have a roof that opens and closes, the weight is very important for me. Installing the solar panels was quite easy, to be honest, and it took me about an hour to do so. This is the other panel, the 200-watt panel. Still pretty light. I don't really have a ladder in this van, so coming up and down was a little challenging, but nothing too crazy. Alright, I'm gonna test this out. You're supposed to walk on this thing and be okay. So I'm gonna test them out, basically. It says that it's fine if you step on them. I just did it. Kind of sketchy here, so I'm gonna be careful. Here I'm connecting the solar to the actual battery system to see if it works. It seems like it's working. It's pulling in like less than 100 watts right now because it's really cloudy. The sun comes and goes. So that means that it's charging. So that's good. Everything is working. So I'm going to make sure to stick it to the roof before it starts raining, because I think it's going to rain in a little bit. Like you can see, this roof is not very strong. So I have to be very careful while I'm up here working and walking around all over it. The last thing I need is to break this fiberglass roof. I know that this video is not the most exciting thing to watch, but it's definitely the most exciting thing that happened to this van since I got it. Now I have a 40-year-old vintage fan with a nice electrical setup thanks to Fuji RV. And this means no more cooler with ice. Oh my god, it was such a struggle not having a fridge for so long. I really want to press really strong right here, but I put some silicone as well. So right here, where is the wind going to blow more? I really want some extra reinforcement, and I think that is a really good adhesive contact, construction adhesive contact. So this is how they are looking. This one is the one with 200 watts. This is the 100 watts. I can walk on this one, so it's really nice because I can just, walk this way like this. And I love it because when I have to open up the roof, I don't even notice the difference between before and after the solar, because they basically don't weigh anything. So now I have a way to charge my stuff with the sun, and I'm really happy about it. I don't know if you can tell. I think they look really good. Alright guys, so this is how it's looking so far. This area is not done. I still think on putting this fridge up here and then having a little cabinet like similar to this one. I'm gonna have to recreate this cabinet down here eventually. Or if you have this cabinet for sale, just hit me up in the comments, because it would be perfect if I could just find the same cabinet to put it down here. So leave it in the comments if you know where to find it, who has it, or if you have one. Other than that, I know where to get all the materials to make it. So eventually I will purchase like the same kind of like wood and everything. But the idea is to put this fridge up here, have a cabinet on the bottom. That way the fridge is sitting high, and it just makes sense. I put a little mirror right here for now, but I don't know if I like it or not. I'm thinking about it. Tell me in the comments what you think. I have a fridge with food inside and a freezer and stuff. Like, come on, this is quality of life, guys. It's not finished, but it's functional, it's working, and I'm really happy to have food that is cold, like milk and stuff like that. When I had the cooler, I was like throwing away a lot of food, and that really pissed me off. All the electrical system is under the couch, and I think that's really convenient because it's tucked in there. Yes, so far this beautiful home is turning out to be very functional. I'm super grateful of being back and having a 40-year-old vintage fan with electrical system that works and a fridge that works. And I thank Kyle so much. You guys, I go follow Kyle. He builds really cool vans and he has his own YouTube channel and Instagram. And he's single. If any girls want to date him, he's looking for a girlfriend. So you guys know now. I might leave his link down below too. See you guys on the next one.
Girl, me want you fi bubble, 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 bubble. Girl, me want you fi bubble, 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 bubble. Girl, me want you fi sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Girl, me want you fi